Hello everyone, SMA Watts here, and we are about to continue our Let's Play of the Blood Elf Death Knight in World of Warcraft. When we last left off, we had dealt with the Necromancer Grimcore, as well as taking out some Alliance scout vehicles, and softening the Scourge up past the Desolation Gate. Now that we've done that, we're going to see what Corp'rethar needs us to do next. We've done a lot with Corp'rethar. I mean, he's a Death Knight, we're a Death Knight, he's a Blood Elf, we're a Blood Elf. We're buddies.
You need something.
For the Gate of Horror. The conflagration. The ground before the Corp'rethar. South of the Iron Wall Rampart is where the Lich King's elite soldiers have formed up to defend the Citadel. Led by a contingent of Death Knights, a legion of skeletal reavers bar the way. I fear that even these reavers, fall, and the Scourge will simply reconstitute them and send them back at us. I've come up with a plan to stop this, but I have no way of knowing if it'll work. Take this solution and use it to dissolve the remains of the Reavers.
We will have our revenge.
Yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, it looks like that's all we need to do for right now. I'm gonna fight some giant skeletons. They look kind of like this. You know, I was about to say, I wonder where they get the giant skeletons. But then I remembered there are, like, storm giants in this area, in Northrend. So I guess that's also where they get the flesh giants, too. You just spend a lot more time fighting the dead versions of them. Yep. Ah, it disappeared. Melt it. Alright, means to melt that one. Alright, you get to be diseased. Well, I've got all the reavers I need now. So apparently the dot by itself, not actually particularly imposing. I'm under there somewhere, really. Let's go back to Corp'rethar. See what he needs us to do next. Nope, that's the Sky Reaver. There's the hammer. Which is sadly lost. During the Cataclysm, one of the zones. I think the Earth Zone, whatever that one is. There it is.
Make it quick.
Corp'rethar listens to your report. Good. I have the engineers mix up as much of that acid as they can before we prepare to assault Corp'rethar with the main force.
Another time. We press on.
The Guardians of Corp'rethar. Corp'rethar, called the Horror Gate, is the last barrier between us and the Ice-Crown Citadel. It waits to the south of Iron Wall Rampart, beyond the glacier and the conflagration. By the time our troops reach it, they will be exhausted and worse. We must weaken its defenses, or our army's strength will break upon its walls. Its battlements are manned by some of the Lich King's fiercest and most zealous servants. Do all you can to destroy these guardians, and hope it is enough.
Suffer well.
Atop the battlements of Corp'rethar, the Lich King's minions have erected 3 crystals, the shards of horror, despair, and suffering. Should our men reach the walls of Corp'rethar, he will unleash these weapons on our army. In full effect, these crystals will afflict the minds of our men with paralyzing pain and fear. Then the Scourge will be able to slaughter them at will. Find these shards, destroy them, and bring me the broken remains. We cannot allow the Lich King to deploy these weapons.
Tomorrow is another day.
And I'm sure the sun will come out. These skeletons get to wear helmets. I think that means they're the special ones. This way. Over Ymirhelm. All hail Kagi of Wormrester Court, champion of Ahollis. Oh, that's right. There's sort of an arena thing in this zone somewhere. Alright. Well, I need to kill these things. Oh, it's actually worth a good amount, 8,000. I only need to kill another 80 of them to get 25% by the experience for the level. Whoa. Almost pulled my parachute there. The thing is, if I had pulled my parachute, it probably would have slowed my descent enough that I actually would have needed it. Alright, so the first shard should be beneath us? Yep. Alright. One shard destroyed. Well, it seemed like it was destroyed for a long time, didn't it? I mean, it's right back already. Isn't this one of the bosses of, like, Nax? I mean, it's little. Hmm. My runes are not charging as fast as they used to. I don't feel like it, at least. Alright. Oh, wait, the next shard's actually this way. Maybe above? The Shard of Suffering. Alright. No, I apparently... They're respawned already. There's supposed to be a shard here, I think. Maybe it's above... Maybe this one's above me. I mean, it is the Shard of Horror, and this is the Horror Gate. Yep, there we go. This one takes a bunch of people to run. Come on. All of you. It'll be fun. Oh, that didn't work. Should have changed targets as soon as I put the infection out. Alright. That's not... Wait. They're not on the ground. They're on the gate. Just looking for necromancers and weird-looking dogs. Get him, Wormy. It is mildly annoying that I think the only thing that sets off runic corruption for a Death Knight... Oh, actually, I guess it's the same thing. It's what each spec uses to burn the runic power. Never mind. For some reason, I thought one of them it was like Obliterate for Frost Knight or something like that, but it's Frost Strike. Which means it's marginally the best for Blood Death Knights because Frost Strike costs the least. Though they have the worst runic generation, I think. So I wonder what happened to all the left jaws. Because, I mean, if you replace all the left jaws, is there just a big stack of giant left dog jaws somewhere? I mean, Arthas is weird, but that's just strange. And you go through ice. You're going through Icecrown Citadel. There's just this one hall. End of it, bunch of dog teeth. Maybe that's what that first boss that's all made of bones. No, I think it's supposed to be made out of the bones of heroes or something. So, this model means a lich. That means literally these gates of Icecrown Citadel are guarded by liches. That's kind of crazy when I think about it in those terms. Granted, wild liches look weird. Yeah, well, you get over here. You know, I'm guessing yes. The reason why it's so weird is because I'm getting is because I'm constantly getting slowed. Took me a bit to figure that out. Not proud to admit the fact that I didn't figure that out until the 5th one, but that's why there was a lot of empty global cooldowns there, because Death Knights are one of those classes that slowed really, really sucks. Like, warriors can just fill it with devastates. Low protection warriors can. DPS warriors also, it really, really sucks. Like a lot. I mean, rogues, monks, death knights. I think maybe I haven't played enhancement shamans much. I think they might be fine and paladins, because they're both mana based. I don't think slowing their melee speed, though technically paladins cast times are based off melee haste, so for ret, so I don't know. But it definitely feels like one of those things that does not affect everyone equally.
Make it quick.
I hope your success at Corp'rethar will prove an omen of the battle ahead. The Lich King cannot sit idly as we march to the very gates of his stronghold.
Ashes to ashes.
Have you shattered the Lich King's new weapons? Corp'rethar takes the crystal shards from you and speaks in a quiet voice. I remember these. Lesser men would easily crumble beneath their assault. You have done well in removing their threat.
We are done here.
Alright.
What?
So yes. So in the next video we're going to begin working with the Knights of the Ebon Blade, I believe. But until then, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me for that.